But Ferrari's going to be first to come across the line and set a lap time so far. Looking very nice and clean. Of course, it is flat through there on that right-hander. It is also flat in the F2 cars, but only if you dare to do so.
And I forgot to mention that Adams works racing with the wheel today and with no assist. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. He is in the pits after he had a...
Ooh, Ronhar spun out, so he's sitting in the middle of the track ghosted, but Ferrari's going to be the first driver to come across the line, pulling out 126.3. Here comes, I believe it should be Crispy. Oh no, Crispy backed out of his lap. Humbrick Jable is going to come second across the line with a 126.8. Fascinator 125.9. Ben Spittles 125.3. Fascinator, Ben Spittles currently on provisional pole. More drivers crossing the line. SCR Flory 127.3. Hayes and Ferrari with a 127.3.7. RWE Aiden, Ben Spittles' teammate, pulled out a 125.7, but Baby Pluto is going to push him further down the grid in the Mercedes with a 125.6.
Murdoch's about to start
Ghost also put in a lap time.
Murdoch's about to start his last lap here, and Hiroshi right behind him, going into the pits with him at the lap time.
Yeah, WNS Ghost at a 127.6, Grade A's 129.2, Pete the Newfie with a 141.7, not sure if he backed out of his lap or something. 12's 127.6, who else am I missing? I believe that should be everyone so far.
With Murdoch, he has some traffic ahead of him. He has a Renault of Grade A's. He gets out of the way, he spins!
Whoa!
Grade A spins, and that wasn't his fault, but he did get a 5th-place grid penalty for colliding with Murdoch, but let's check if Murdoch actually got that as well.
I don't think he did.
He did get front wing damage, but wow.
He didn't.
Grade A's pulling off to the side of the track and then just spinning out right into Murdoch. Honestly, that 5 grid place penalty is not removable, and I don't think he's going to get any further penalties from the RWE FIA for what happened, because 5 places is quite a lot. This time, Ronhard does not pull a Lewis Hamilton. It does not extend the track limits.
Crispy's still not out of the pits, but also on board with Lucas. Looks like he's doing a good lap here. Ronhard looks up a little bit, turning 10.
Ooh, Lucas catches a little bit of death curve there. Almost ruins it, but hangs on. Ronhard also invalidated his lap time. I'm not quite sure if he has enough fuel.
Lucas as well.
Yeah, SLRX Ferrari retires out of the session. I don't know if Ferrari crashed or because he's sitting on the side of the track like that. It does look like Ferrari just ended up crashing. Ronhard seems to have enough fuel for another lap, so he's gonna go for it. Lucas is in the pits though, and Crispy's still in the pits.
Yeah, so still the top 3 drivers in this tier still not setting a lap time. It'll be interesting because at this point, by like the second minute, like minute 2.3, like 30 seconds, everybody will go out. So there will be a lot of traffic and a lot of dirty air.
Yeah, Ronhard is closing into a McLaren and a Mercedes.
They're putting his out lap. Fascinator getting out of the way. Yeah, everybody's coming out now. This is go time for Lucas and Ronhard, where they need to go and set a lap time.
Oh, Ronhard just backed out of his lap.
Did he?
I don't think he was happy about turn 10. Or maybe he just doesn't have enough fuel.
Yeah,
His
it
fuel
shows.
light is blinking.
I don't think he has enough time to go in and go out. He needs to do it quick.
Yeah, but Crispy is on his lap as well as Baby Pluto. Somebody moves up. I think it was Bassinator or possibly Echoes who moves up.
How's that goes?
Bassinator still not striking against Ferrari, just not close enough. On Pyrosi's line, that could be a possible penalty. Crispy though, I'm gonna go on board with him, see what he can do in the last 30 seconds of the session. Ronhard currently still on his out lap. I don't believe Ronhard's going to be able to make it. Here comes Crispy though. He's going to come open DRS and then come across the line. His lap time's going to be good enough.
P14. Wow, I thought it was going to be higher than that.
I thought the same thing.
Wait, Lucas and Ronhard. That's on the track.
Yeah, Ronhard's done, as well as Lucas. They cannot set more lap times now. W and his Ghost is on a lap. Pete Tanufi is slowing down. Murdoch is also on a lap. Be on board with him. One of the tracing points is going to come across the line. Nothing improves from them. A Haas next. Nothing changes once more. Pyrosi retires out of the session. Murdoch catches a little bit too much curb and spins around, resets to track in qualifying.
So I think Ronhard and Lucas are doing their lap times.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
How?
Not sure.
Well, I'm going to be on board with Ronhard as he's doing his very last lap. Somebody moves up. I can't understand who. Ben Spittles with the 125 flat. So far, no drivers daring to cross to the 124s. Ooh, FRA Ronhard might get a little bit of suck here from the McLaren.
Maybe puts himself in P2. Very good lap time.
Ooh, good result. I've raced here with Baby Pluto before, and he's driving around this track quite a lot. Crispy retired from the session though. Here comes the McLaren. The McLaren of Epic Table. He's gonna come across the line with a Ferrari Ronhard. Oh, never mind. He's gonna be going into the pit. So Ronhard's gonna be one of the final drivers. Ronhard backs out of his
P4.
lap.
He backs out, but
He slammed
P4.
He slammed on the brakes. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I believe that Ronhard does this league as a joke. Because Ronhard is an extremely fast driver. You know, if he would have not slammed on the brakes, he would have easily gotten P1, but I guess he just wants to put on a show for us. Can't argue with that. Ben Spittle is taking P1. He was the champion of Formula 2, and now he comes to F1, taking pole position, still in the BWT with Baby Pluto close behind him, and then his teammate of RWE in the other racing point. Ronhard backing out of his lap, good enough for P4. Mr. B United pulling out a strong P5 in the Williams with SLRX Ferrari, another driver who moved up from F2 in P6.
Alright. Well, it'll be interesting to see how both racing points will get off the start and see if Aiden gets a better start. I mean, Aiden will get that slipstream from his own teammate. So it'll be interesting if Aiden holds up or attacks. I mean, it will be interesting if people misses their break points here.
Yeah, the starts at this track matter so much. If you have a good start, you know, and you're up on the grid, you're going to have a very good chance for the rest of the race. Because overtaking at this track, even though there's 3 DRS zones, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Not yet, cars
Drivers are going to be revving up though. they're going to be off for the season opener of RWE at Bahrain. Ben Spittles with an okay line. McLaren moving all the way to the side of the track. Ooh, Ben Spittles and Baby Pluto make a little bit of contact, I believe. It's going to push Baby Pluto a little bit further down the order.
So
Baby
far,
Pluto's
clean
all over
start.
the back of Bassinger, though. Oh,
big
there's
crash
some
behind
bad
Ghost.
things going on the back. WNS Ghost smacking into a bollard or something.
No, he's spun.
Ooh, and there's a McLaren of Epic J-Ball spinning around as well as the other drivers around him.
And Grady spun as well.
Yeah,
we have a
Grade
VSC.
spinning around, losing front wing damage. Fascinator with an amazing start. Baby Pluto kind of just losing out as well as Ronhar losing out on place.
Yeah,
But
Epic
the back
doesn't.
grid is not looking very good.
Yeah, I mean, start looked alright. I mean, Epic went for a dive on the inside. Like at that point, like literally couldn't do the corner, but he somehow made it. But later into turn 4, he had an incident with Gradis, I believe. He has no front wing, but I would say that from P1 to P13, it was clean. Everybody in a single file line, but at the back, it was a lot of fighting, and yeah.
Yeah, but we're going to be going green. Ben Spittles is kind of already pulled off a second and a half to his teammate RWE. Baby Pluto is fighting currently with Bassinger, using up all of his energy. Bassinger is going to have that outside line, but it's going to be good enough to take the position. A nice overtake from Bassinger. And now Baby Pluto has to worry about Ronhar behind him, with Baby Pluto just using all of his energy.
Ooh, and Parosi.
Be all the way to the inside.
Oh, there's 3 wide up ahead as well. Ronhar, Bassinator, and
wide
Baby
Baby Pluto. Yeah, going a little bit deep, cutting the corner even. Ronhar is going to get an easy position, but Pluto does hold off Bassinator for now. Bassinator moves to the outside, was not going to be good enough. Baby Pluto really wants to overtake Ronhar now, but he's not going to be within striking distance. More chaos behind us. We have Pyrosi and Adam. They were going side by side there through a second.
And Lucas going for the
Lucas
move.
looking to making a dive. A beautiful move on Pyrosi.
Lucas is showing strong pace with the hard tires. I mean, he's putting some heat as well. And talking about hard tires, it's Crispy doing the same party with Mordok and Pyrosi with the same tires. So we'll see how he does comparing to Lucas. And right behind him is Mr. B United. I see he must have lost some positions here. I mean, yeah, Mr. B did lose 7 positions. He started P5 and now he's back down to P12. We'll go on board with Ferrari once again, who's being hunted by. No, Ferrari's hunting down Bassinator. I mean, they're close on pace. I mean, it's really surprising to see Ferrari on pace with Bassinator.
Yeah, Ferrari has really been an improved driver throughout the season. Ben Spittles is a 129.9, but Ronhar is going to absolutely scuff that, going 3/10 faster.
Ooh, and Lucas
Here
making a
comes
move.
Lucas on Adam.
Yes, sir. Does he make a stick?
Ooh, possibly
Adam had to
switch
slow
back
down.
from Adam. Ooh,
And
Adam
Pyrosi had
almost
to
spins out.
Yeah, Pyrosi had to slam on the brakes there, avoiding to hit that bar, that gearbox, and Mordok right behind this, seeing all of this. But this is all beneficial for Crispy. He just needs to stick down here and save those hard tires. It's a nice fight here for P10 all the way to P7.
Yeah, Lucas is showing absolutely amazing on those hards. The mediums seem to be struggling a little bit, and the softs are going to wear out very quickly.
There's a nice little fight here in the midfield. P14 being hunted by the 2 Ferraris. It's a daunting scenery. Or like you look at your mirrors to see 2 red cars right behind you hunting you down, and Fleury's chasing 12s, who is in P13. I think he had another incident earlier in the race. Let's check how many positions did he lose. Oh, he's gained 2 positions actually, so nothing bad for him. We'll go on board with
Pyrosi
Pyrosi.
all over the back of Adam right now. Adam kind of just struggling on those medium tires, not looking very good. Looking like the hards are even better. Here comes Pyrosi. He thought about making a move, but he's not going to do it. He's going to be able to get DRS. He doesn't have very much energy. Adam has almost 50% with Pyrosi basically out now.
Ooh,
He's not going to be able to get the move done, but
Ferrari's made a move on Bassinator, but Bassinator gets him back on switchback out of turn 3.
Murdoch catching a little bit too much curve or a little bit too much power out of there, spinning around. Luckily, he doesn't get any front wing damage. No contact made between any drivers and him. Yeah, Lucas and Baby Pluto passed them, and they have a second gap. Something happened to both of them, and I am disappointed that Oh! So Ben Spittles has front wing damage as well as RWE Aiden. They're double stacking.
They're double stacking. I think this is not a good strategy though. They're not communicating.
Oh, they both have to change their front. Oh, Aiden needs a front wing change, but Ben Spittles does not. RWE Aiden doesn't have to slow down too much, but he has to wait so long in the pits before he can switch to those mediums, as well as getting a front wing change. That is not going to help Aiden at all.
So Ben goes to the hards and Aiden goes to the mediums here. Different strategies at least for the racing points here. He gets passed by Bassinator, who pitted earlier, and he's fighting Pyrosi still. And Pyrosi goes deep into turn 1 and makes this move stick. And oh, there's Pete Danufi, who's just spun in the same corner in F2.
Hasn't learned from his mistakes, I see. A little bit tough there. But look at Crispy and Lucas on alternate strategies, both in the bottom 10, but still, they're coming now all the way up into the podium positions. Crispy is all over the back of Adam, but using it at the right times.
Alright, Lucas is now leading as Ronhard pits for the hard tires.
Oh, here comes Crispy on Adam. Going to move to the inside. He's already going to make the move done. Adam's going to brake late, though. Yeah, but Adam just...
Oh, no,
Crispy spins off.
No, Crispy. And he resets the track.
Oh, and he reset.
Which is illegal.
Well, TCC Lucas on the hards, all the way up into P1. He started all the way back. What did he start? P12? He's already lapping the Renault of Grade Ace.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We have to penalize
insane. Look at 12s and Murdoch, though. Both the Red Bulls on the mediums looking very good. WNS Ghost gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lanes, as well as Ben Spittles gets a 3-second time penalty. Ben Spittles is in P9 after that pit stop with his teammate RWE Aiden all the way down to P14. The two Red Bulls looking like they might fight it out here.
Poor Epic, he's having some struggles here. And same with Grade Ace, just keeps spinning. They both keep spinning here. As they are only fighting each other, but they do have the leaders right behind them of Crispy and Ronhar. Ronhar being chasing Crispy.
Ronhar on fresh hard tires, so I believe Ronhar will be going to the end.
Crispy stays out.
Yeah, but Ronhar is going to make the move on Ferrari Crispy, making it look nice and easy.
Oh, and Grade Ace keeps spinning. Okay, safety car is end this lap. It will be Lucas managing the pace.
Yeah, hopefully we don't have the same kind of chaos like we did in F2 for the restart.
Alright.
Yeah, I got a lot of blame for that, even though I didn't do anything.
To be honest, it did kind of look on stream when we caught it. It looked like it was you, but then looking back at the footage, it was all clear.
Alright. TCC Lucas has the same idea as I did. He's going to be going slow. Now he's going to slam it before DRS, doing exactly what I did last race.
Bassinator overtakes
Ronhar.
Is that
Ronhar
illegal?
being very good about it. Here comes Ronhar down the inside of Lucas. Most people going too wide. Ronhar is not going to be able to make the move done. Bassinator and Crispy are fighting it out. Crispy's going to have to back out. Possible switchback. Doesn't make it work. Looking nice and clean so far for the restart.
Oh, and Ben got taken out by Baby Pluto. This is a big crash of Adam.
Ooh. Yeah. Drivers losing a little bit of front wing. Adam losing that end plate. Ooh, and making contact with Hayes, sticking his nose in. Mr. B United just leaves the session. Doesn't want to race anymore. Ben Spittle's in. RWE and are reunited now in P7 and P8. Lower than they had hoped for. But still racing together, as well as FRA Crispy and Baby Pluto on P4 and P5 in the Mercedes.
I'll be right back.
Alright, no worries. Go get something to eat. So far, it has settled down a little bit. Everybody's kind of just in a single file line. Ben Spittle's very liberal with his ERS, using a lot of it. TCC Lucas with the fastest lap. Lucas is kind of just ran away a little bit. Ronhard is going to be coming back. Of course, they did have some crazy fight at the end of the last season. Here comes Ben Spittle's, though. Bastian passing Crispy, and Ben Spittle's passing Ferrari. Ferrari trying to make a switchback. Is it going to make the move done? Woltz gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Bastian did end up passing Crispy. Crispy's rear of Bastianator, though. 12 passes Hayes for P11. Adam gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. For a Crispy all over the back of Bastianator.
Okay, what have I missed? Is Baby Pluto?
Nothing.
Catching up to Crispy.
Bastianator passed Baby Pluto. Ben Spittle's passed Ferrari. Yeah, so pretty much.
Mr. B not happy.
In single file. Yeah, Mr. B very unhappy.
The heck?
Ronhard sets a fast lap. Ronhard is kind of just catching Lucas now. He's on the inside of Lucas. He's going to be making the move. Still side by side. Ronhard is going to have to back out, though. Bastianator, Crispy, and Pluto. Nothing changes between those three drivers.
Oh my god.
SCR Fleury's in the pits. Would you eating some hot food? Here comes Crispy on the inside of Bastianator at turn 4. He's going to be able to make the move done. Bastianator's going to have to back out. Now it's Baby Pluto. Now it's his time to pass Bastianator, get all the way up to P4 with holding Ben Spittle's back as well. Bastianator trying to desperately fight Crispy for his position again, but Bastianator does have a time penalty, so that will not help him at the end of the race.
Aiden making a comeback. He started P13 after that safety car came out when he pitted. Now he's all the way up to P8, chasing Ferrari.
Yeah, Baby Pluto ends up passing Bastianator. Now it's Mercedes' time to just take their pace together and run away. GRS should be enabled next lap. Ooh, there's some yellow flags. It's Red Bull. I believe it's not 12. What? It is 12. 12 spun out. Took a little bit too much curb. Grade 8 is a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Here comes Ronhard and Lucas once more, trying to make the same move he did, but the same occurrence is going to happen, and Ronhard is going to have to back out. But this time, Ronhard is going to have DRS down this straight. He's going to be moving to the inside for turn 4. Still side by side. Who's going to back out first? Nobody's backing out. They're going side by side through the S's. Ronhard just has to let him go. Here he comes down the inside now of the hairpin. DCC Lucas getting that switchback move. Now he's on the outside. Not the best thing, but he gets the move done. Wow. These two drivers fighting it out to the end.
And they show him yellow flags, and that's Pete Deneuve who just crashed into the wall. And that is another safety car.
Ooh, where did Pete? Oh, out of the hairpin. Possibly made contact with somebody. So now we're going to be under safety car again. And then, yeah, shouldn't be too long. We'll be under this safety car. We'll be coming around this final
I'll play
corner.
a Caesar salad, rice, and a steak.
Ooh, Lucas does a little bit of a different strategy there, getting on the power sooner. We're going to be green once more. Pluto defending his position against Ben Spittles. RWE F1 getting past SLRX Ferrari nice and easy. Something's happened to Ferrari. Ferrari spun around, as well as Garrett Ace has spun around. So they're going to be both P13 and 14. Here comes the Ferrari of Hayes on Bassinator. Not going to be able to make the move, as well as Adam getting past Hayes in the Ferrari. Only a few laps to go as Echoes leaves the session. He was one of our retired drivers. Ben Spittles all over the back of Baby Pluto though. Not using up his energy. Baby Pluto is very aggressive with his energy usage. So far, we're just kind of chilling. Here's Bassinator all over the back of RWE F1. Looks like he's going to be waiting to make the move, as well as Ben Spittles on the back of Baby Pluto waiting to make the move as well. Here he comes. Baby Pluto had that flashing red light there for a second, showing that he was out of ERS. Ben Spittles is going to be on the inside as Baby Pluto just gets overtaken and has to back out. Good move by Ben Spittles of putting him up into P4. SCR Flory passing Hayes. Good enough to get P10. Get that 1 point. Get all the points you can get. Ooh. They wait, and now the next driver to try and pass Big Pluto, but Aiden snatches the car a little bit there, giving Bassinator his position. Now Bassinator is going to be catching Baby Pluto, and Adam is behind RWE F1.
That's pretty much it. Earnhardt gets the fastest lap, and he's going to make a move on Lucas, I believe. On the inside. Now he's on the inside line. Maybe Lucas will get a faster line, but no. I believe he will get him here in turn 4, but Lucas will get a faster exit.
Now they're going to be fighting it out to the end. What are you sipping on there, bud?
Ooh, just side by side.
Ronhard, still side by side. Now Ronhard had a very nice inside line through turn 4, but it would have been nice enough.
There's a lot going on.
Pluto is
nice
really kind of
train.
holding up the pack now.
Yeah, the train of Baby Pluto and Aiden looking for a move on Bassinator. And Adam right behind him, and have a Red Bull of 12s. Oh, and Aiden almost spins.
Ooh. Ooh, now he's going to be on the outside of 12s. Not going to be good enough through that hairpin turn. A little bit too tricky. Ronhard and Lucas, though, still fighting it out to the end.
And it's now Crispy and Ben, but Crispy will definitely go down out of the top 10, which is a very unfortunate.
Yeah, if Ben somehow accumulates another time penalty, it'll also guarantee Baby Pluto that podium position. Because now Bassinator, Adam, and 12s all have 3 seconds behind Baby Pluto. Here comes Ben Spittles on FRA Crispy, though.
When Lucas and
Making
Ronhard.
the move done.
Ooh, they touched a little
Ooh,
bit.
Ron Har. Yeah. Ron Har's going to be coming back for turn 4 once again. Lucas outbrakes him. Ooh, they're going to be fighting to the last lap. This is going to be real spicy. Bassinator and Twells are also fighting it out. Going side by side. Twells is going to have the move done by the S's.
Here's the funny part though. One horse just chilling. He's like making this race happen, but like Lucas, he's definitely sweating his ass off. This is like the difference of pace here. I mean, look at one horse. He has 64 and gaining more battery, while Lucas is using his is below 50%.
Well, yeah, but you only use 50% in this entire lap, so.
Right. Yeah.
And you'll gain some back through braking as well.
Okay, we're gonna start the last lap here. Let's see if one horse decides to move, and that's great. It's spinning.
POV Ron Har passes Lucas on the last corner. Alright, Lucas is now using up all of his ERS for this, as well as Ron Har. Ron Har is going to be moving to the inside of turn 1. Looks like he has the move already done. Possible switchback from Lucas. Ooh, he gets the switchback done.
Yeah, almost touching. Lucas gets DRS.
But something happened to Baby Pluto. Looks like Adam passed Baby Pluto, but Adam has that 3 seconds worth of time penalties. At the end of the day, it is possible that someone would report Ben Spittles for, I don't know, some incident.
Ooh, Lucas covers the inside line and they touch. One horse locks up a little bit and Lucas stays ahead. We'll try to get better traction here to turn 10, dipping down the left turn. One horse right behind him and pushing him hard. And
yeah, look how much energy. Ooh, he's gonna have it done. He has all that energy.
And yeah, that's one horse making the move easy.
Lucas is still there. Oh,
and
but he has to back out. He's out of ARS. He's done.
That's gonna be heartbreaking for Lucas. He's been leading almost the whole after the race, and he gets overtaken in the last lap. That's a victory for one horse.
Come across the line in P1.
Guess the fastest lap while chasing Lucas.
Yeah, Crispy is gonna be on P3 on the podium, but his position is gonna be given up to Ben Spittles, who's in P4. If you want, you can invite people.
Should we invite Crispy or? I don't think so, right? Or do we like interview like the actual?
Well, he's going to get a penalty. Like, there's nothing around it. So I guess invite Ben. Yeah, just invite Ben. Because Crispy knows the penalty for it. I think Crispy knows what happened. So.
Yeah, he messaged me before like doing this. He knows. Alright. Alright guys, make sure you guys include your audio to the stream and I'll let Wine King interview the guys.
Alright, so Ben Spittles.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, so a very good race from you. The reason you have been invited to the party is actually because Crispy reset to track, and that is a automatic 10-second time penalty. So that gifted you the podium position. So how do you feel about that race? Very unexpected podium.
Yeah, I had no idea that I was going to end up with a podium. I overtook him, and I was like, oh, damn it, my 3-second penalty bummed me over. And I had never driven so fast in my life. I got to like 1.5 seconds behind Ronha, but I was driving too fast, so I understeered off the track and lost time. But I am genuinely so happy to have a P3. Like, I had so many ups and downs. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah, very good result from you. And then Lucas, a very good race from you, fighting with Ronhar the whole time.
Lucas, estuviste peleando con Rar todo el tiempo. Dime qué pensaste sobre la carrera.
¿Qué pensé? Nada, iba bien con las blancas, remontando y al final el safety me ayudó bastante para estar con Ron.
So he said that he had good pace with the.
Defender.
Yeah, so he said he had good pace with the hard tires, and the safety car helped him to be there with Ron Har and tried to defend as much as he could.
Yeah, and then of course moving to Ronhar, the race winner with the fastest lap as well, coming all the way back up to P1. A very interesting qualifying from you. You just slammed on the brakes at the end there, but still a lot of interesting racing between you and Lucas. How do you feel about that?
Well, first I want to talk about qualifying. I was thinking about starting P11 all the time. And then out of the last corner, I was like 5 tenths down because I was not at all trying to get P11. I looked at the race direct and I saw 26-1. And as soon as I closed the race direct, I was already almost at the line, so I slammed on the brakes, praying to get P11. But yeah, didn't quite happen.
Oh, that's what happened.
That makes sense.
If I would have gone for a very good lap, I probably could have gone in the low 24s. But yeah, bottle, so yeah, then the high 25.
But yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
in the
gonna be
race-
it. That
I want to talk about the race
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, safety car, it ruined everything. In my head, I was like, Lucas might win the race because I was on 2 warnings and I was scared for life to get a pen. But at the end, managed to get through on the last possible straight. Yeah, really enjoyed that battle. So yeah, GG to Lucas as well.
Yeah, but that's going to be it for round 1 at Bahrain. Of course, next week we do have round 2. Do you know what track it is around Chaos? Off the top of your head?
It'll be USA for next week.
USA, yeah, in F1 and F2. But that's going to be it for this weekend, so until next time.